At the village's edge, an ancient stone manor broods against the horizon, its silhouette a stark reminder of forgotten grandeur. Dense forests encircle the manor, their shadows deepening the sense of isolation. Silver lakes mirror the sky, their shimmering surfaces failing to warm the manor's cold heart. The manor exudes an aura of coldness, a stark contrast to its once vibrant past. Sunlight bathes Cinderella's room, illuminating the joyful dance of dust motes as a new day dawns. Cinderella's laughter rings out as her father presents her with a lovingly carved toy. Colorful ribbons intertwine in Cinderella's hair, woven with her mother's gentle affection. The room glows with warmth, a sanctuary of love and tender moments. Lady Grimm enters the manor's main hall, her presence commanding and sharp. Petra and Laurel follow, their disdainful glances sweeping across the room. Lady Grimm clutches a mirror, its surface devoid of reflection, adding to the eerie atmosphere. The hall stands silent, absorbing the family's dark energy. A sense of foreboding hangs heavy in the air, as if the manor itself anticipates the unfolding drama. Her father, a seafaring man, embraces Cinderella, his eyes sparkling with the promise of adventure. Treasures, silks, jewels, songbird await, Cinderella whispers. "Be safe, father. That is all the treasure I desire." Father answers, "I will, my sweet. I promise. Now, I must be off." "The tide waits for no man," father declares, preparing to leave. The sea churns with violent fury, a tempestuous dance of whitecaps and ominous waves. A lone ship struggles against the storm, tossed mercilessly from side to side. The ship is swallowed by a monstrous wave, disappearing from view. Cinderella's father is lost to the depths, claimed by the unforgiving sea. In the sun-drenched kitchen, dust motes dance as Lady Grimm stands with rigid composure, her face a mask of solemnity. Her voice rings out in the stillness. "I regret to inform you, Cinderella, that your father has passed." A beat of silence hangs heavy in the air as Lady Grimm's sorrowful facade begins to crack. The sorrow vanishes, replaced by a chilling, calculating gleam that pierces through her eyes. Her shoulders ease, the tension melting away as she unveils her true, cruel nature. A sinister smile curls upon her lips, betraying the darkness within. In the cold, desolate attic, Cinderella lies motionless on her makeshift bed, cloaked in shadows and silence. Moonlight seeps through cracks, casting eerie shadows that dance across the cold hearth, where only cinders remain. The oppressive cold of the attic mirrors the emptiness that has consumed the manor, a stark reminder of her stolen dreams. Her beloved books, symbols of hope and escape, remain cruelly locked away, their wisdom and solace now just a haunting memory. Cinderella kneels on the cold stone floor, her hands raw and reddened from the icy water. The biting cold seeps into her bones as she scrubs, the vast kitchen a stark reminder of her servitude. Lady Grimm watches with a chilling, calculating gaze, her eyes like chips of ice. With a bony finger, Lady Grimm assigns more chores, her voice a sharp command that echoes through the opulent kitchen. Cinderella's corner is stark and unwelcoming, a world apart from the kitchen's grandeur. The opulent kitchen looms around her, a gilded cage that traps Cinderella in endless toil. In the grand hall of the manor, shadows dance while the fire crackles, casting the room in an eerie glow. Lady Grimm and her daughters bask in the fire's warmth, their golden curls radiant in the flickering light. Cinderella kneels on the cold stone, her weary movements a stark contrast to the idle chatter filling the air. She keeps her head down, desperately trying to be invisible amid the family's callous indifference. The soft crackling of the fire becomes a haunting echo in the cavernous hall, drowning out her silent pleas. In the heart of the manor, Cinderella feels utterly invisible, her presence unnoticed. The village square buzzes with life as a royal messenger makes his dramatic entrance, a scroll clutched firmly in his grasp. He unfurls the scroll with a flourish, the royal crest glinting in the sunlight, capturing the attention of every villager. A hush falls over the square as the messenger prepares to speak, anticipation hanging heavy in the air. His voice booms, announcing Prince Elian's grand ball, the words echoing through the square. A palpable wave of excitement surges through the crowd, gasps and whispers of anticipation rippling across the square. In the sun-drenched kitchen, Cinderella clutches the invitation, her fingers betraying her nervous anticipation. Her gaze lingers on the ornate lettering, each curve a promise and a peril. Lady Grim appears, her sneer a storm cloud that darkens the bright kitchen. With a swift, cruel motion, she snatches the invitation from Cinderella's grasp, shattering the fragile dream. In the manor, Petra and Laurel, dressed in incomplete finery, radiate impatience as seamstresses swarm around them. Cinderella, smudged with soot, strains under the weight of heavy buckets, her resilience a stark contrast to her stepsister's vanity. The lonely swish of her broom echoes through the silent halls, each sweep a testament to her unseen labor. She pauses, watching her stepsisters, her expression a fortress of secrets. The grand hall glimmers with chandeliers, its marble floor reflecting the light in an opulent display. Lady Grim, draped in black, confronts Cinderella, her presence casting a dark shadow. The echo of carriage wheels pierces the silence as it departs, abandoning Cinderella. Lady Grim's voice cuts through the air. "Do not leave this house, Cinderella." Cinderella remains alone, the imposing manor looming behind her like a silent sentinel. The chandeliers cast elongated shadows, enveloping Cinderella in the manor's cold embrace. In the quiet kitchen, Cinderella sits alone by the fire, lost in her thoughts as the flames dance across her face. Her voice, barely a whisper, echoes in the stillness. "I just want to matter." The air shimmers, an otherworldly light filling the room. A beacon of hope materializes in the dimly lit kitchen. Her godmother appears. Her godmother stands, a gentle smile gracing her lips. The kitchen transforms, hope renewed. In the heart of the manor's kitchen, Cinderella's godmother raises her wand, ready to change her fate. With a magical flourish, the wand weaves its spell, beginning a transformation. Cinderella's rags begin to shimmer, a soft glow spreading through the worn fabric. The rags dissolve, replaced by a gown of radiant beauty, shimmering with starlight. At her feet, glass slippers materialize, sparkling like captured moonlight. Bathed in the kitchen's gentle light, Cinderella's transformation is complete, ready for the ball. The ballroom shines, a spectacle of crystal and marble, as the night unfolds in regal splendor. Across the crowded ballroom, Prince Elian's eyes lock onto Cinderella, a beacon of grace. With a smile that melts hearts, Prince Elian extends his hand, bridging the distance between royalty and a dream. "May I have this dance?" Prince Elian's voice cuts through the opulent noise, offering Cinderella a moment beyond dreams. "I would be delighted, Your Highness," Cinderella replies, her voice a whisper of joy, accepting the dance and the dream. In the grand ballroom, 1,000 candles blaze as the clock begins to toll. The clock strikes 12. Cinderella's eyes widen in sudden, stark terror. She whirls, silk gown billowing, and flees from the dazzling light. In her desperate escape, a single glass slipper slips from her foot. The lone glass slipper remains, glittering on the cold marble floor. The morning after the ball, Lady Grim bursts into the kitchen, her fury palpable. Cinderella stands silently by the stove, her gaze fixed on the floor. Lady Grim demands, "That girl, who was she? Dressed like a princess dancing with the prince. It's simply outrageous." Cinderella remains silent, her eyes still lowered, as Lady Grim vents her rage. Lady Grim's outburst fills the kitchen, while Cinderella offers no response. The grand manor looms, unaware of the impending intrusion. Royal guards arrive, their presence shattering the tranquility. Lady Grim emerges, her sweetness a deceptive facade. Her saccharine greeting belies the darkness within. Petra and Laurel, desperation etched on their faces, wrestle to jam their feet into the unyielding glass slipper. Unnoticed by the struggling sisters, a tiny mouse speeds along the baseboards, a silent observer to their futile attempts. The mouse weaves between the board gourds, an unlikely leader guiding them toward a hidden destiny. With a glint of determination in its beady eyes, the mouse guides the gourds towards the concealed door leading to the attic. In the dimly lit attic, the silence shatters as guards storm in, their heavy footsteps echoing through the forgotten space. Amidst scattered relics, Cinderella kneels serenely, a beacon of calm amidst the encroaching chaos. Her fingers brush against the delicate glass slipper, a symbol of dreams realized and destinies intertwined. A serene smile graces her lips as she lifts the slipper, a testament to the unwavering hope in her heart. With a gentle grace, she places her foot inside the slipper, a perfect fit that seals her fate. The slipper fits perfectly, a moment of destiny fulfilled amidst the shadows of the attic. Lady Grim explodes in fury, her face a mask of rage. A fateful letter escapes her grasp and drifts to the floor. The captain stoops, retrieving the wax-sealed secret. He pauses, his gaze shifting between Lady Grim and the assembled guests, a silent question hanging in the air. The captain reads aloud the damning words, "To whomever finds this letter, know that my daughter, Cinderella, is the rightful heir to this manor." Sunlight floods the grand hall, its rays catching dust motes in a dance of revelation. In Cinderella's trembling hand, the letter reveals Lady Grim's dark scheme. Lady Grim stands frozen, her fury barely masking the fear beneath. The assembled household watches, their breaths held captive by the unfolding truth. Lady Grim is banished. Cinderella enters the castle's grand throne room, sunlight dancing across its exquisite details. Before Prince Elian, Cinderella stands, illuminated by the radiant sunbeams. Prince Elian regards Cinderella with newfound respect, his gaze filled with admiration. Prince Elian implores, "Please, stay. I recognize your strength and kindness." Cinderella's eyes meet Prince Elian's, a silent acknowledgement passing between them in the sunlit throne room. Doves dance as vows seal love, promising a new era. Years melt away as Queen Cinderella signs decrees, her compassionate acts sowing seeds of education, healthcare, and justice. Fields once barren now burst with life, laughter echoing through the kingdom as hope blossoms in every corner. In the royal garden, a single rosebush explodes with fragrant blossoms, a vibrant symbol of the kingdom's miraculous transformation.